So let's talk about the recent update for Hell Let Loose. If you don't know who I am, my name is Terry Dactyl. It's the first time I've been on camera in probably a few years, so cut me some slack for this. I've been partnered with Hell Let Loose for years, really, years. Since even before Team 17 were involved in the project, I was partnered directly with Black Matter. And, the recent update for Hell Let Loose. Let's talk about what the major issues are with it. First, there were console improvements, right? But what this has apparently led to, I can't say from like a first-person perspective because I don't play the console version. But apparently this has led to lower texture resolution, lower texture quality in the game. The bad frame rate is still there and the game still crashes. We know the console improvements were going in because the console version of the game has been bad since day one, and that's been out for, I think a few years as well, right? And it's just been completely really overlooked, or just it's a lower priority getting that version of the game right. But I mean, they tried to do something and it hasn't worked. And we got the issues with Carentan where for some reason some of the buildings have disappeared and the girders on the railway bridge by the German spawn have just gone from that angle to that angle, so they're half or a little bit hanging off in midair and another little bit just going onto railway tracks. It's stupid stuff that shouldn't just go through QA if anything's QA'd. And there's the DLC, the cosmetic DLC, which is Mortain only. Various issues with this DLC. First off, the price is £11.99 or your local equivalent. It's on one map only, or you could say variations of the Mortain map, but it's still just one map, right? Doesn't matter what mode it's in, it's still just one map. We can compare this to the other bits of DLC they've released where they have been for one map only. That's the Red Devils and the Polish Parachute Brigade. They are for Driel only. Those two bits of DLC are for £3.99, and the Mortain one, it's a little bit crucial to say that the Mortain one I think contains 3 uniforms really, while the Red Devils and the Polish one are just single uniforms. So dividing out the Mortain one into 3 separate bits of DLC would be £3.99. So I mean, that is probably what they're going to use to justify the price for it, but still it's just one map and it's just utterly ridiculous. And as you can see from the reviews on Steam, the DLC is just universally hated. I did theorize quite a while ago when they first announced subfactions, when they were talking about the British rework, that if they were going to go down the route of creating DLCs for these subfactions which are only played on certain maps, it would greatly devalue that DLC, because why would anyone want to buy a DLC they can only use on one map when they can't control what map they play on? So it doesn't make sense in my head. I bought the Red Devils one, but I didn't know at the time it was Driel only, and I think I've used that outfit once because when I play on Driel I don't always get to play as the British, but it's just, it's stupid. Now this update went live on the 4th of July, a Thursday, and we didn't hear anything from Team 17 until, today, the 10th. So if we count Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it is Wednesday, right? Yeah, it is Wednesday. Lose track of days sometimes. So 5 working days. I won't count the weekend because I firmly believe that you work the hours you're contracted to work, and it's very different in America, but over here in England, you don't get the piss taken out of you. But 5 days for issues that were noticed straight away, and I can tell you that Team 17 knew about the issues and about the community uproar about it, because Greg, the community manager, posted in our partner Discord to say basically they're aware of what's going on, the feedback is already pretty clear, but they're just not really doing much in a minute, and it took them 5 days to get something out. It's not good. But the response we actually got from Team 17 is this. Hello everyone, thank you for providing useful, actionable feedback on update 15.1. This update didn't meet our expectations, so why the fuck did you release it? And surfaced issues that we're actively working on addressing. Despite our best efforts, we don't always get things right. I don't think you've ever released an update or a major patch that hasn't brought in new issues to the game. So you've never got something right. But we're learning from these situations and listening to your feedback. History shows that you can't get it right, so you're not learning. Something is going wrong at your end and you're not fixing it. The Mortain Operation Bluetich units, probably butchered that name, so sorry Germany. DLC reaction has not gone unnoticed. We're looking into it and we'll update you when we have more definitive information to share. Community sentiment is not ignored. It took you 5 days, but okay. We hear your concerns and want to assure you that we are committed to Hell Let Loose and this passionate community with plans extending far beyond this year. We have incredibly passionate World War II enthusiasts working on Hell Let Loose, a small team of developers. Right. They've said a small team of developers. Now, I've actually asked in the War Correspondent chat, the partner Discord chat, what they actually mean and if they can tell me roughly how many people work on it, because we have Team 17 at the top, like the parent company. They created Cover 6 Studios to develop and further push Hell Let Loose, and then they partnered with Expression Games to again get more people working on the game. So how many people is small? In terms of game development, I don't know. My day job isn't in game development, but I'll consider a small team like 20 people. That's small. In where I am, 20 people is kind of like a normal size, and it is IT related what I do. But yeah, if you have a really small team working on an IP that you paid $40 million for, just what are you doing? Or do Team 17 just not want to invest more into this game? Or what's going on? It just doesn't add up in my head. So a small team of developers who love the game with determination to create the best experience possible. We're continuing to collect mountains of feedback and going through it all with a fine-tooth comb. We have a lot to work on, a lot to get right, but please bear with us as we do our best to ensure Hell Let Loose is headed in the right direction. It'd be good if you could do that. We really appreciate your support and constructive feedback you provide. We're aiming to release a hotfix for 15.1 next week. Please stay tuned for more information. Thank you. So I want to do a bit of a comparison here, because the timelines we've got, Thursday the 4th was the update. The 10th, they said, so 5 working days later, they said, we know there's something bad with it and we're working on it. Hotfix is going to be next week. So, well, that's over a week, right? I want to compare this to Squad 44. If you don't know, Squad 44 is a PC-only World War II hardcore shooter. It's kind of like Squad, but the World War II version of it. It was originally called Postscriptum. The original development team were shut down. Development was dead. And then the owners of the IP, Offworld Industries, who created Squad, basically hired a mod team to work on the game and push it forward. And I think they've been doing a really damn good job. And I've got no idea how many people in that team that work on the game, but I bet you it's a hell of a lot less than what's working on Hell Let Loose, because I mean the player count for Squad 44 it's not even a tenth of what Hell Let Loose is, right? But draw your attention to this. So on the 27th of June, a major update was released, Reign of Steel. 2 days later, they said they were already working on a hotfix for stability issues. They wanted to get a public playtest available for that same day. Public playtest got delayed to the 30th, so that's 3 days after the update came out. They had a hotfix ready for people to test, right? Crucially to test it. They went through, they tested it, it was fine, deployed it to the live game on the 30th. So 3 days for a team which is probably a lot smaller and a lot less well funded, because Squad 44 is only on PC. Hell Let Loose is on 3 platforms: PC, Xbox, PlayStation. They had a hotfix done, put it out, here's the patch notes. So it wasn't really like a small hotfix, and it wasn't just like stability issues. They actually put in some extra changes to how certain things worked. like reworked the handling, reduced the Firefly reload duration. It wasn't just stability stuff, it was extra stuff they managed to put in as well. So yeah, I mean, comparing Hell Let Loose to Squad 44, Hell Let Loose is doing an extremely shit job at most things, right? In terms of the updates, communication. I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes because there's such a lack of communication anywhere. For the partner creators, really the only active people that are in that chat are the moderators, and I think the moderators are basically volunteers, not paid employees of Team 17. Front communication to the community is nearly non-existent. Squad 44 is just doing a much better job on all fronts right now. And honestly, I mean, Team 17, yeah, you're not doing good enough. And I think you should maybe be a bit transparent as to what the hell is going on at your end. Is there something going on between Cover 6 Studios and Expression Games? Is there like 5 people working on the game? Is your QA non-existent, which is getting all these issues through? We know you've had QA issues in the past where they were being overworked and underpaid. Then when all this stuff was going on with Hell Let Loose early last year, when the trailer dropped, you said you were beefing up your QA team, and then later on in the year you had all the layoffs which affected the QA team. So what is going on? Because you are not doing a good enough job. Now I can say I don't really play a lot of Hell Let Loose these days. I've just played it too much, really. I played it again recently and it's still a good game, right? I've just played it too much, so nothing really surprises me or really draws me in anymore, because yeah, it's just the same old. It's like a Tuesday, right? Just going down and it's just another day. You know, people exploding in front of me. It's the same game, right? It's still good, but you know, there's nothing really new there. But Team 17, yeah, you're doing shit, and you've been doing shit for a long time. And I know people say in Discord, "Oh, you got to give him a chance." No, you've been in control of the game now for over a year, and it's been shit. Nearly every update and most patches, it's been shit. You need to have a massive change at your end to stop making the game shit, pretty much. This video has been a bit ranty because I don't like to script stuff. I just basically make some bullet points and then go through the bullet points and try to expand them. But let me know what you guys think about Team 17 down in the comments below. I have actually already started working on a video kind of like reviewing Team 17's ownership of Hell Let Loose from when they took over, like formally took over development. And that video is going to be nearly an hour long. I've recorded all the audio for it. As I go through and put in images and video, I'm probably going to have to record extra stuff because other updates and stuff may come out which will probably be broken. You know, the console server browser is meant to be coming out soon, and I reckon that's not going to work properly because that's Team 17 with Hell Let Loose. It just doesn't work properly. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give the video a like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. I'd ask you to subscribe, but I don't make a lot of Hell Let Loose stuff nowadays, but I still make a lot of, or will be making a lot of first-person shooter stuff like Squad 44 and other games like hardcore shooters and that sort of stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching, and maybe see you on the next one.